morning, everyone. My name is Jim Rush, and I'm Director of Academic Services at Lamar. I'm getting used to this echo a bit, but as I welcome everyone to a beautiful day at Lamar University. Today, you're going to meet people that may work with you, encourage you, and challenge you, and guide you through your educational career. So I challenge you today to keep your eyes open and look and watch for those opportunities. I want to make some introductions for some people who may or may not be here this morning, but you will see them throughout the day and meet with them. So if they're here, they'll wave their hands quickly. If not, you will see them later. First, our president, Dr. Kenneth Evans, and his wife, Nancy, will be here. They are in the next building over and will be here shortly. Dr. Steve Doblin, our provost, who I'll introduce more formally later, and his wife, Susie. Dr. Kevin Smith, Senior Associate Provost, and his wife, Lee. I know I saw them. Dr. Juan Zavala, Vice President of Advancement. Dr. Vicki McNeil, Vice President of Student Engagement. Dr. Cruz Melvin, Vice President of Finance. Dr. Sherry Benoit, Associate Vice President for Strategic Enrollment Management. Dr. Jeff Palis is the Director of Study Abroad. Dr. Kevin Dodson, Dean of our new Rios College of Honors. Dr. Brendan Nichols, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Russ Schultz, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Communications. Dr. Henry Venta, Dean of the College of Business. Dr. Vic Zaloom, Dean of the College of Engineering. Dr. William Horn, Dean of the College of Graduate Studies. And Miss Maggie Cano, who is the Director of Recruiting. And Maggie and her staff have been responsible for putting all the details of this day together. Again, I want to encourage you to talk with these people today, to meet with them today, and they will surely show you some of the glories and some of the challenges and the opportunities and the excitement of Lamar University. To start today's program and for the formal welcome today, is our provost. And that's a pretty neat term. If you're in high school, you don't use the word provost much, but in college, provost is the highest academic official on the college campus. Now, I can tell you, if you don't work for a PhD mathematician, I would highly encourage it. Because as provost, Dr. Doblin is a PhD mathematician. And mathematicians bring in organization and thought and structure, and not only guiding the colleges and the academic programs, but in the academic programs that support students. And he's dedicated to that. So it is my great pleasure to turn the program over today to you, to the provost of Lamar University, Dr. Steve Doblin.
Thanks, Jim. You probably don't know this, but you are setting a record today for Lamar University. We have 1,200 people who RSVP'd for this event. As you'll see when I talk about sizes of our classes and things that go on at Lamar, you'll know we don't teach any classes with 1,200 people in it. So that's why you're in the stadium. It's a beautiful venue, and you need to congratulate yourself for being a part of the largest academic preview crowd in the history of Lamar University. So I'd like to welcome you to Lamar University, to Beaumont, and to our annual fall academic preview on behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs. I know it's welcome back to some of you. Academic affairs, at least in my opinion, is the heart of the university. for that's where the colleges in which students pursue their degrees are housed: arts and sciences, business, engineering, education and human development, fine arts and communication, and for the undersized student, the Center for General Studies, which is part of the College of Arts and Sciences, and which helps the student through strong advisement, mentoring, and career exploration to identify his or her area of academic passion and the college in which to pursue it. There are people who don't understand higher education that often assume an undecided major is usually not a really good student. Actually, the opposite is true. Bright, intelligent, energetic students who can do lots of different things often have a difficulty deciding the one thing or the two things they want to emphasize. So if you know in general you want to be in business or in engineering or one of the other colleges, but not exactly sure of the specific major today when you're dismissed, go with that college. But if you are truly undecided and have no idea what you want to do, Center for General Studies is for you. We invited you young men and women to this event because you're special. Each of you has distinguished yourself through your test scores, class rank, and/or out-of-classroom activities as someone who is excited about learning, serious about scholarship, and is committed to excellence and to making a difference in the world. We believe that in addition to such individual accomplishments, the rigor of a student's high school curriculum is an important indicator of success. And so we mailed academic preview brochures to selected high school counselors and teachers, as well as individual students. Hence, your route to this event may well have been through a counselor or a teacher who is familiar with your hard work, accomplishments, and potential. Lamar University is a doctoral research university. That's our Carnegie classification. But it's also a regional university and a great choice for students from both ends of the spectrum and in between. At this time of year, I'm always reminded about two students, and these are true stories, and I'll be brief, but they'll illustrate a point. First of all, about 2 years after I got to Lamar University, a young man applied for admission. He had been accepted into the University of Texas Business Honors Program. Very difficult to get into. But he wanted to get involved in student government, and he knew that in Austin he'd be one of 50,000 students, and in Beaumont he'd be one of about 9,000 at the time. So he came to Lamar University. It was before our Mirabeau Scholarship Program, but he got several scholarships. He's a very good student. He did get involved in student government and was elected to a variety of positions. Then he got involved with a faculty mentor, and as an undergraduate published 2 papers in international referee journals. He then won a Rotary International Scholarship to go study in Ireland for a year, and he ultimately decided he wanted to go to law school. And he ended up turning down Yale and Vanderbilt to go to Harvard, and he graduated from Harvard about 8 years ago. Now, the moral of that story is he would have been successful anywhere he went. But my belief is he flourished more at Lamar University because of the personal attention he got. Now let's go to the other end of the spectrum. About 10 years ago, a young man who graduated from not a top high school, in the bottom 25% of his class, applied to Lamar University. If he had had a high SAT, he would have qualified. He could have qualified for regular admission because we banned SAT scores and class rank. But he had a mediocre to poor SAT, so he didn't qualify for regular admission. But someone, not I, in admissions, gave what we called at the time, gave to him an individual admission, which meant, come in the fall, we're going to give you a chance. You take these 4 core courses, you make C's or better, and or else you go do something else. So he took us up on that, and 6 years ago, he graduated with a double major in electrical engineering and physics, 4-point grade point average. He won a Goldwater Scholarship, which is a national scholarship in science, engineering, and mathematics. He published 3 papers in international refereed journals as an undergraduate under the direction of his faculty mentor. And last year, he got his PhD in physics at Rice. That's what you mean by potential. So, why do I tell you this? Number one, students have access to real faculty members at Lamar University from day one. And also, these stories demonstrate that Lamar University is an institution whose faculty takes outstanding students and challenges them, helping them to stretch and to grow and to become outstanding successes, and help students with untapped or unrealized potential to flourish, achieve excellence, and succeed beyond their wildest dreams. Now, today is an academic event, and we will focus today's activities on our students, faculty, degree programs, and research opportunity for undergraduates. By design, we will not showcase very many of the non-academic, yet important, elements of campus life. However, you are invited back to campus for Spring Preview Day on February 28th. We will not be in the stadium because it's likely going to be rainy, where student life, organizations, and activities will be more prominently displayed. This is a tremendously exciting time at Lamar University. At one time in our history, we were primarily a small, about 7,100 students, commuting school for adult students. We're now a vibrant, dynamic, growing university. In fact, we were just recognized as the 11th fastest growing public doctoral university in the United States between 2002 and 2012. And we have 15,000 students now, and over 70% of our undergraduates are full-time and under the age of 25. Now, as is the case for all good universities, we regularly increase our academic standards and our admission requirements. And fall 2009, 2011, 2012, and 2013 saw substantial changes in the latter. Nevertheless, spring 14, last spring, saw the highest enrollment ever in the history of Lamar's 91-year history, as did this fall. We grew more than 6% between last fall and this fall, with increases across the board: first-time in college freshmen, transfers, graduate students, and non-Texas residents. There's no doubt that Lamar University has become a university of choice for students from throughout Texas and beyond. So why has this happened? Let's look at the primary reasons good students choose a university. And these are not in priority order. Number one, affordability. For 2014-2015, that's this year, of course, Lamar ranks 18th among the 38 public universities in Texas in total cost. You can go to the College for All Texans websites and you'll see that. And we're essentially at the statewide average. And to boot, Lamar University has accredited programs in engineering, computer science, business, nursing, music, just to name a few. In addition, in Time Magazine's list of the top 10 colleges in the United States whose students graduate with the least amount of debt, Lamar University ranked 6th, which should make you parents happy. and the students. Academic majors and reputation. Lamar University offers about 110 different bachelor's and master's degrees and doctorates in 9 program areas. And nearly all of those which have national accreditation available have earned that distinction. We have particularly fine programs in engineering, nursing, business, social science, teacher education, communication, deaf education, humanities, the sciences, mathematics, my home discipline, and the arts. Social life and living on campus. Lamar offers Cardinal Village, a beautiful, functional, and inviting living community which houses 2,500 students. And if you haven't seen the inside of Cardinal Village, you need to make it a point to do so today. We have about 4,000 Lamar students living within walking distance of the library. We have attractive grounds, an impressive dining hall with a wide variety of culinary options, which you'll see today. Hopefully you'll join us for lunch. A state-of-the-art recreational sports center, which is second to none, and the opportunity to attend a wide variety of lectures, theater productions, music, and dance performances, and Division I athletics. And football, softball, soccer are our newest intercollegiate sports, and as a result, we brought back the marching band, cheerleaders, twirlers, our outstanding drum line, and a homecoming parade for the first time since, I guess, 1989 on November 1st. So I also welcome you, invite you back to campus on November 1st as about 40 different floats go around the periphery of the campus. I get to ride in the Corvette. I tried to get them to let me drive it, but they wouldn't do that. We are a safe campus in an area with a small town atmosphere. We're near the coast, of course, and near major cities. As you know, we're about 4.5 hours from Dallas, from San Antonio and Austin, and an hour and a half from Houston. Interaction with faculty. Every year, the majority of undergraduate courses are taught by full-time faculty members. We have small classes in fall 2013. Last fall, we don't have the data for this year. Fall 2013, the average class size for lower division lecture courses was less than 31, and 23 students was the average in upper division courses. Overall, the student-faculty ratio at Lamar University is 20.5 to 1. So what does that mean? That means our students get personal attention from the faculty who teach them, and also from administrators. Our goal, our faculty's goal, is to challenge you, to make you think, to help you do things you never thought you could do, and to care about you as an individual and be there to help when possible. We emphasize undergraduate research and creative activity and study abroad. I mentioned a little about undergraduate research already, about those papers being published by those 2 students. Basically, undergraduate research, creative activity involves students working with a faculty mentor on problems of significance outside the traditional classroom setting. And again, this is not just the sciences and mathematics and engineering. This is all disciplines on campus. The director of our Office of Undergraduate Research is Dr. Kumar Das, who is located temporarily in the chemistry building. He will be located in the new Wayne Rio Administration Building and Honors College, which will be ready while you all are still at Lamar University, around spring of 2016, I think. These students, the ones that participate in undergraduate research and creative activity, publish papers, perform publicly, give talks at state, regional, and national conferences, win awards and scholarships, obtain competitive summer research appointments to universities, medical centers, and government labs, gain admission to prestigious graduate programs, and enter the world of work into lucrative major-related jobs. Last summer, 78 Lamar University students study abroad via both faculty-led and independent opportunities. And the places they went included Amman, Jordan in the Middle East, Beijing, Hong Kong, and Macau in the Far East, Seoul, South Korea, London and Manchester in the British Isles, Madrid, Salamanca, Sevilla, and Lisbon on the Iberian Peninsula, Florence, Rome, Siena, and Venice in southern Europe, and Guadalajara in Mexico. Thus, from the Dead Sea to the Great Wall, from the Houses of Parliament to the Vatican, from the Alhambra Palace to the castles of Castile, Lamar University students have taken major strides toward global citizenship by immersing themselves in different cultures and broadening their worldviews. I recommend that you see Dr. Jeff Palis, who was introduced a moment ago, our new Director of Study Abroad in the Wimberley Building when you arrive on campus. Scholarship opportunities. We have many scholarships, most of them resulting from the generosity of friends and alumni. Many came to us as a result of our first ever comprehensive campaign in which we raised $132 million from friends and alumni of Lamar University. And these are both merit and need-based scholarships. For the very best students are the Mirabeau scholarships, and you will get a brochure on the Mirabeau scholarships before you leave. In order to be considered for a Mirabeau scholarship, student must have at least a 1250 SAT, that's just the math plus the critical reasoning, not the writing, and have participated in leadership and service activities in high school. This is a 4-year, full-ride scholarship valued in excess of $80,000. It pays tuition, fees, room, and board, no matter how high those rates may go, plus $2,400 a year books and supplies allowances. And we expect our Mirabeau scholars to participate in undergraduate research, leadership activities, community service, and study abroad. Our Mirabeau scholars are automatically members of our new Rio Honors College, and they live in Cardinal Village with other high-ability students. One of the most exciting scholarships that came out of that capital campaign I mentioned, a comprehensive campaign, is the Beck Undergraduate Fellowships. In fact, interviews are going on now. The Beck, we give 2 a year. The Beck Fellowship for undergraduates is a 1-year full-ride scholarship, just like the Mirabeau scholarships. However, instead of it being fall-spring, it's spring-fall. So the student gets a year scholarship, spring and fall, plus up to $10,000 to fund a project that he or she develops themselves, working with a faculty mentor, to help them grow as a leader, as a scholar, as a world citizen. Our past Beck fellows have gone to do research in such places as Ghana, Belize, South Africa, England, Mozambique, Argentina, Washington, D.C. Those are all foreign countries. I just want you to know I consider Washington, D.C. a foreign country. Now, I will introduce 5 outstanding students who will share with you a bit about their experiences at Lamar University and why they believe their education has been unique and special. So I'm going to introduce each in turn. First, Megan Collins. Megan is from Nederland, Texas, and attended Nederland High School. She's a sophomore majoring in political science, and her career goals include becoming a university professor after obtaining a PhD in political science and then going into politics. She's proud to have been selected for the Texas Legislative Internship Program this year, and she'll be in Austin this spring for the session. Megan?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Megan Collins. I'm a sophomore political science major, legal studies minor from Nederland, Texas. 2 years ago, I was in the same place as you. I attended the academic preview day for Lamar University. This echo is really bad. I'm sorry, everybody. At this day, I met Dr. Doblin, and he asked me what schools I was considering. Of course, I named big schools, and he gave me some very kind words. He said, at big schools, you'll be merely in just a number, but here, you'll be a person. I can stand here before you today and say that he is absolutely true. The teachers or professors here go the extra mile to know your name, story, and your academic goals. They help you achieve your goals as you are here your 4 short years. Not only have my teachers taught me great lessons, but they have also become my role models. I'm part of the political science here, which is part of the College of Arts and Sciences. My professors, such as Dr. Davis and Ms. Kabbalah, have gone the extra mile to help me with my academic goals. Our department is home of places like the Political Science Freshman Learning Queue, the Pre-Law Society, and the TLIP program. The TLIP gives 5 students the opportunity to come to the Capitol and basically shadow the representatives. I've been blessed to be named one of the 5 candidates. Our professors not only encourage us to excel academically, but also encourage us to be leaders around the campus and in the community. Here I've been involved very much. I'm the College of Arts and Sciences Senator, part of SGA, the Lamar University College Republicans Chair, a Freshman Leadership Program recent participant and mentor, a prayer advisor, a part of the Alpha Delta Pi sorority, and much more. I've also been able to achieve the Dean's List and the President's List while being involved. That's the best thing about Lamar. You get the best of both worlds. You get outstanding academics and great organizational opportunities. I know many of y'all are sitting there wondering what you're going to do with your life. At Lamar, this would be the best way to start the new chapter of your life. You don't have to come here with it all figured out. The faculty, staff, and students will help you figure out what your calling is. I hope my story has helped you today. Sorry for the delay of the microphone, but I see potential here. At Lamar, you can become anything you put your mind to. I wish everyone the best, and I hope you seriously consider becoming the Lamar Cardinal. Thank you.
Thanks, Megan. After this, I predict they're going to invite us all to speak at halftime at the next football game, since we're used to the microphone. Next student is Eric Gonzalez. Eric is from Rosenberg, Texas, and attended B.F. Terry High School. He is a junior pursuing a major in music and plans to become the executive director of an opera company or a university professor of voice. Eric is especially proud to have been appointed as senator for the College of Arts and Finance Communication. Eric.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Eric Gonzalez. I'm a junior, and I'm majoring in music with an emphasis in vocal performance and music business. I aspire to one day be a professor of voice or to be an executive director of an opera company, like Dr. Doblin just mentioned. I grew up and graduated from a high school in Rosenberg, Texas, which is a little outside of Houston for those of you who don't know. In high school, I participated in various organizations ranging from the yearbook and newspaper staff to the theater one-act playcast, but my true passion was always music. I made the Texas All-State Choir my senior year in high school, and ever since then, I knew I wanted to continue to study music in college. I decided to come to Lamar University because my choir director actually graduated from here, and she recommended for me to come audition for the music department. When I visited the campus for the first time on the day of my audition, I was greeted by kind and helpful faculty members that made me feel welcomed, and I remember that I always felt like I was a student here already. This is my 3rd year at Lamar, and I'm incredibly thankful for all the opportunities that I've been able to experience during my studies here, such as joining a music fraternity, competing in classical singing competitions in the greater Houston area, singing with the Symphony of Southeast Texas, and making long-lasting friendships with some of the most amazing people that I've ever met. And if you're really lucky, like me, you might also meet the love of your life here at Lamar. Because Lamar is a smaller university than some of the other schools that I applied to, I've been able to accomplish much more than if I was at one of the other schools, such as performing lead roles in the Lamar Opera Theater productions. If I was at a larger school, I would most likely not be able to have those opportunities, and I would only be cast in chorus roles or small roles. But because Lamar does not have the larger graduate students, it has given me the opportunity to be the lead roles in some of these opera productions. Moreover, smaller class sizes have made it possible for me to have more interaction with my professors. My music professors are more like personal mentors because they are able to not only teach me academic material, but they also teach me valuable life lessons and insight into career in music. Although I'm a music major, I have had the privilege of working with incredible teachers in various subjects, ranging from sociology with Dr. Fagan, algebra with Mr. Bryce, and British literature with Dr. Bardenhagen, to name a few of my favorite classes that I've taken at Lamar. In addition to my experiences here, Lamar University has given me tools and knowledge to prepare me for my future in graduate studies and in my career field. I've seen how the university has grown and how it continues to flourish thanks to the leadership and student organizations on campus that strive to make a difference. President Evans has great visions for the future of Lamar, and I'm excited to see the university when I'm an alumnus. I was recently elected to serve as a senator for the College of Fine Arts and Communications in the Student Government Association. This organization is truly the voice of the students on campus, and since I've been involved, I have a huge appreciation for all the organizations that make Lamar diverse and unique. I encourage everyone here to come to Lamar because not only will you learn a lot and gain invaluable knowledge and experience that will help you succeed in the future, but you'll also make great connections and memories to last a lifetime. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Vaughn Ogryziak. Vaughn is also from Nederland, Texas, and attended Nederland High School. He's a senior pursuing a major in chemical engineering and plans to work with an engineering company after graduation. Vaughn earned a full scholarship during his sophomore year, has participated in several internships, and prior to beginning this year, his plans were realized because he was hired as a full-time employee after graduation with BASF. Vaughn?
Good morning. How's everyone doing? My name is Vaughn Ogryziak, and I'm a senior in the chemical engineering program at Lamar University. I was once in your shoes. During my senior year of high school, I heard Lamar had a great engineering program that was affordable to me and close to my home in Nederland. I chose Lamar because math and science intrigued me, and I enjoy talking to people. From day one, Lamar, from my perspective, was set apart from other universities. Every professor was available to meet with me one-on-one outside the classroom instead of meeting with a teacher assistant. I remember in my first engineering class, Intro to Engineering, Dr. Hopper gave 3 takeaway points in a lecture. He told us to become successful, one must establish GPA, co-op, and sell yourself. From that point on, I set myself on a path to conquer my classes and earn my first internship. I was initially supported by my parents my first year of college. After a year of hard work in the classroom, I was proud to receive a 4-year scholarship my sophomore year based on my academic performance. After investing my time in school, Lamar took an investment in me. On my journey through school, I learned to push myself to interact with people by establishing a rapport. Lamar is known to have a competitive co-op program for students interested in earning on-the-job experience. And before I knew it, I had completed 6 paid internships with major chemical corporations. I applied my knowledge from academia in different roles in my internships and I came back to school knowing what areas in the classroom I needed to focus in. I've lived in Port Arthur, Houston, Freeport, New York City, and my internship experiences, but my most memorable was this past summer's internship with BASF. I worked with the European accounts team and coatings business over BMWs and Mercedes. My travels included the Detroit area, where I worked with small-scale batches of paint, Canada for manufacturing upscale, and on-site with BMW in South Carolina at their manufacturing site, where $1 million robots spray cars continuously every day. Throughout my Lamar experience, I saw opportunities to optimize my success with the support of my family, friends, and faculty. I have made something of myself. And 2 weeks prior to the start of my senior year, I signed my full-time offer with BASF. In close, my education has been special and valuable to me because Lamar gave me the opportunity to mold myself into a young professional and become successful. I encourage you to become part of Lamar University, and if you make that decision, you'll become part of an intimate family that will help you to do the same. Thank you.
Next, Christine Reynolds. Christine is from Port Arthur, Texas, and attended Memorial High School. She is a senior pursuing a degree in accounting and plans to work as an accountant for a few years in order to gain experience and venture capital for a future entrepreneurial endeavor. Christine is especially proud of being able to maintain a perfect 4.0 grade point average while serving as a leader in a variety of organizations, to include the Dean's Student Advisory Committee, Beta Gamma Sigma Business Honorary, and the Lamar University Ambassadors. Christine?
Good morning. My name is Christine Reynolds. I'm a senior accounting major from Port Arthur, Texas. I originally planned to attend Lamar University for 1 year and then transfer to a larger university on a full scholarship. I initially chose to attend Lamar to stay close to my family and do some growing up before I left. I remain here because the accessibility and the helpfulness of the faculty and the exceptional alumni. Choosing to stay at Lamar University was one of the best decisions of my life. Lamar is a smaller school with a multitude of opportunities. During my time at Lamar, I've been able to travel at no personal expense to places such as New York, New York, Atlanta, Georgia, and Anaheim, California. I will travel to Indianapolis, Indiana for a conference next month. I've had experiences during my collegiate journey that most people only dream of. I want to share with you 3 stories that summarize my Lamar experience and demonstrate what I consider the contagious Lamar culture. This culture embodies building relationships and has the recurring theme of, it's not about what you know, it's not about who you know, but it's about who knows you. At the beginning of the 2014 spring semester, I had a death in my immediate family. School was honestly the furthest thing from my mind during that time. I unknowingly missed the sign-up date to interview with the accounting firm I was most interested in working for. One day, I received an email from a partner at Deloitte asking why I didn't sign up for on-campus interviews. After explaining what was going on, the partner replied with condolences and the date and time of my interview. Because of the relationship I had built with the recruiter, I was able to secure an internship even though I had missed all the deadlines to apply. Lamar has several amazing organizations available to participate in. The majority of my favorite college moments have been afforded to me by being involved with Lamar ambassadors. I've been inspired by all the various successful and generous individuals that I've met. One of my goals in life is to one day own a sports team. As a direct result of my involvement at Lamar University, I was able to meet and talk with Regent Charles Amato, who happens to have an ownership interest in the San Antonio Spurs. One day I called Mr. Amato to get his advice about a business issue I was having. After he answered my question, we spent the next 10 minutes talking about what the Spurs did right in Game 4 of the NBA Finals and what the strategy was going into Game 5. And yes, they did win in Game 5. Lamar has exceptional alumni. I recently had the opportunity to spend 2 days with Lamar graduate by the name of Paul Freejay. Mr. Freejay is an exceptional entrepreneur who is able to offer me advice and insight. He also happens to personally know President Obama and Tiger Woods. It was a privilege to be able to live vicariously through some of the amazing opportunities he has experienced. A Big Four accounting partner, an NBA team owner, and a successful entrepreneur are all some of the people who now know me, thanks to my involvement at Lamar University. I've had some absolutely phenomenal encounters that have opened my eyes and increased my drive for success. My favorite preparation for my future career pursuits are to learn from the wisdom of people who have reached and surpassed the points in their careers to which I currently aspire. The process of deciding which college to attend is extremely stressful. I want you all to keep in mind a quote that inspires me daily. A diamond is just a piece of carbon that handles stress exceptionally well. Lamar is the perfect size to get the full college experience without being overwhelmed by the magnitude. Talk to your peers, interact with your professors, and get involved, and you will feel at home in no time. Thank you.
Good job. And finally, Miranda Shipman. This is a three-peat, if you haven't noticed. Miranda is also from Nederland, Texas, and attended Nederland High School. This is pretty amazing since today's speakers were selected independently by the deans. Miranda is a senior majoring in teacher education and plans to become an elementary school teacher. Miranda is especially proud of serving for the past 4 semesters as Vice President of Kappa Delta Pi and International Honor Society in Education. Miranda?
Good morning. First, I want to thank you for coming and welcome you to Lamar University. My name is Miranda Shipman, and I'm a senior studying elementary education through Lamar's College of Education and Human Development. After graduating from Nederland High School, which is just about 15 minutes down the road, I chose Lamar because it allowed me to stay close to my home, my family, and my friends. But after attending this amazing college for just a few months, it became my new home. I became part of a tight-knit community and family here at Lamar. For those of you who are not from the area, I assure that Lamar will welcome you with open arms and quickly make you feel at home. Another thing I feel sets Lamar apart from other colleges is the rapid growth it is experiencing. Since I started here at Lamar 4 years ago, the university has gained a football team, a softball team, and a lot of great school spirit, tradition, and pride. The growth has just begun, and it is the perfect time to join the growth and help build a stronger and more exciting university. Larger colleges have so many students that it is oftentimes difficult for faculty and staff to build a personal relationship with their students. But here at Lamar, class sizes are typically smaller and allow for more personal relationships with professors. At Lamar, you will not just be a number, you will be an individual whose needs and success is important. The College of Education and Human Development have allowed me to spend time interning in schools in the local community. The real-world experiences that I have gained during these internships have given me a chance to practice and apply the material I learn in my courses. This past semester, I had an opportunity to work with a second grade student at an elementary school here in Beaumont. Over the semester, I worked with her. I was able to increase her reading skills dramatically. I felt as if I had truly impacted her life. This is the moment I knew I chose the right profession and the right university to prepare me for this career. I feel that if I had chosen a different school, I may not have had the opportunity to gain these critical experiences. The number of students at larger universities make internships more competitive and more difficult to get. With a smaller number of students, Lamar is able to provide internships for more of their students. I also was able to participate in a 3-week study abroad program in Italy this past summer. I attended the University of Bologna, which is one of the oldest universities in the world. We went to many elementary schools to observe the way they teach their children. Gaining a new perspective on learning has greatly benefited my future career. We also visited many historical places that are rich with art and culture. Experiencing another culture's culture and beliefs has given me a different perspective on the world and has made me more culturally aware and respectful person. These opportunities Lamar has provided me have allowed me to accomplish many goals I'm very proud of. Throughout my studies here at Lamar, I have maintained a 4.0 GPA, but I would not have been able to do it without the support of my caring professors. I have received multiple scholarships from the College of Education and Human Development that have greatly helped with the cost of tuition and books. I would have never even known about these scholarships without the recommendations from my professors, and I cannot express the gratitude I have towards these caring professors. Also, I became a part of Kappa Delta Pi, an international honor society for future educators, and have been an officer for the past 4 semesters. This organization has allowed me to plan and execute many volunteer projects for kids in the local community. One project I helped organize is a program that promotes literacy in children called Literacy Alive. My organization helped to provide children in the local community with the chance to experience authentic literature and one-on-one attention from potential educators, which they may not have been able to experience without my organization's program. I also attended a national convention for educators in Dallas, Texas last fall. The convention gave me a lot of useful information that will help me with my future career. I met many influential figures in the field of education, as well as future educators from around the country that are great connections for my future. None of these accomplishments would have been possible without the great students, professors, faculty, and staff here at Lamar University. I know you will love Lamar as much as I do, and I want to welcome you to the Lamar University family. Thank you.
Please join me in giving these outstanding students another hand. And now Ms. Maggie Cano, Director of Recruitment, will come forward and give you details of today's events and organize you for your campus tour visit to the college of your major, arts and sciences, business, engineering, education and human development, fine arts and communication, and, if undecided, the Center for General Studies. Remember that you'll have an opportunity to return to campus to learn more about campus life at Spring Preview on February 28th. Thanks for listening.
I'm going to let him make his way down. President Evans is going to say a few words. I'll let him come down. But we are going to talk about the day on behalf of me and my staff. Very excited to have you here. It's a lot of work to put these on, but it's so exciting to see so many faces here. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the day. But first, President Evans.
Thank you, Mrs. Cano. Welcome. We're really pleased to have you all here. We just came from a basketball tip-off breakfast this morning. We're excited about getting men's and women's basketball off and running. Women's basketball won the championship, co-champion this last year, and men's basketball is off to a great start. So we're excited. We're excited about this university. We have the largest enrollment in the history of the university this fall. Some of the best retention we have had in its history as well. It's a great time to be a part of the Lamar community, and we're pleased to have you all out here. We ended up being such a large event that we had to move this to the football stadium, which speaks of the interest and excitement that's happening about Lamar University and the programming we have here. Thank you all for coming. You have a great day in front of you.